I'm sure that you might have heard about ChatGPT, and there is a very good chance that you might be already using this ChatGPT. So, what is a ChatGPT? This is a tool which is built on top of generative artificial intelligence. Whenever we are looking for certain information, we can ask a question to the ChatGPT and it is going to give a proper and decent response. But ChatGPT is a very generic tool where you can ask any kind of stuff to the ChatGPT. You can give a piece of Java code to the ChatGPT and you can ask it to explain it. Apart from Java code, you can ask about countries, cities, investment ideas, planning for your vacation. By using this ChatGPT, lot many developers these days they are trying to improve their productivity. Inside this lecture, I want to introduce one plugin that you can install inside your IntelliJ, which is going to help you to improve your productivity whenever you are trying to develop a Java program. The tool that I want to talk here is Codium. You can go to this website, which is codium.com. So this is a generative artificial intelligence tool which is built focusing on the coding only. It is not a generic tool like ChatGPT. Similarly, we also have many other tools inside the industry. For example, from the GitHub, we have a tool called Copilot, which is going to help you to improve your productivity whenever you're performing coding. But to use this GitHub Copilot, you need to pay certain amount of money. For example, if you click on this Get Started with Copilot, it is going to show you all the plans available. As you can see here, the very basic plan, it will cost you $10 per month. That's why I don't recommend using this expensive tool. Instead, you can leverage the Codium, which is as good as GitHub Copilot. Inside this website, if you go to the pricing, you'll be able to see for individual, it is $0. I'm not sure whether this is going to change in the future, but for now, this tool is available for free. So to leverage this tool inside your IntelliJ, you just have to install its plugin. I came to my IDE and here I need to go to the settings and inside these settings, search for plugin. Once you click on these plugins, you need to go to the marketplace and search for Codium. Since I already installed this inside my IDE, it is not showing me an install option. But for you, there should be an install option. Please install the same. You can also see as of now, this plugin is installed by the 719,000 developers. That's a very huge number, which conveys the success of this plugin. So once you install this plugin, you need to restart your IDE. After the restart is completed, you will have these Codium chart icon on the right hand side. If you can click on this, very first time it will ask you to log in. So you need to create an account inside the Codium website. Using the same, you need to log in. Once the login is completed, you're going to get a chart window like this. And here you can ask whatever doubt you have around a piece of code. And it is going to give you a proper response, which is going to help you in your day-to-day tasks. The beauty of this plugin is not restricted to the chart itself. I'm going to show you more features about this plugin. Let me try to create a new Java class inside my source folder. So for now, I'm just going to give some class name as demo. So this is a simple class and think like I want to write some Java methods which are going to help me to perform the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, deletion, and multiplication. So inside this class, as soon as I press enter, you can see this plugin, it is giving me some recommendations on what type of code that I can write. So as of now, it is giving me to write a main method by following public static void main string args. I have an option to accept this recommendation by pressing tab. As soon as I press tab, this code is going to come into my class. After the main method, it is also giving me a recommendation that whether you want to print your name by using system.out.println. So if I press tab one more time, then you can see the main method is completely created by the plugin itself. So this way, it is going to give you recommendations based upon the context of the code that you are trying to define. Especially when you start working inside the real projects, you'll be having thousands of classes, thousands of methods. So based upon the code that you're going to write, this plugin, it is going to give you the recommendations, which is going to improve the productivity. And it is also going to reduce the number of mistakes that you're going to make. I'm also going to show you one more feature of this plugin. If you come to the next line, you can use a shortcut, which is Command I to give a command to this plugin. inside Windows, I believe it is going to be Control I. So let me press Command I and it is going to open a pop-up where I can give some instructions to the Codium. Here, let me type create methods that can perform arithmetic operations on two numbers. Also, add the Java documentation. So this is the command that I want to give to this plugin. As soon as I press enter, it is going to generate a lot of methods and a lot of code, and I have an option of canceling it or accepting it or undo or submit. Let me click on this accept, or you can also use the shortcut which is command enter or control enter. As soon as I accept, I have 4 different methods right now created by the Codium itself that are capable of performing arithmetic operations. So there is a method which is going to help me to perform the addition, similarly subtraction, multiplication, and division. So on top of these methods, the Codium, it also created some Java documentation which is going to help me to understand the purpose of these methods. We are going to talk about Java documentation and comments in the coming sections. I hope you're seeing the beauty of this plugin. Similarly, you can give any command to this plugin in a simple English language and it is going to help you by creating some code. Of course, as an experienced Java developer, you need to validate by executing the program and making sure the output is correct, because sometimes these tools, they can also make mistakes. Let me show you one more beauty here. So, for example, inside the add method, I'm going to type system.out.println, and to this println method, I'm going to pass an input which is sum in the double quotes, followed by colon, followed by double quotes. And after typing this, I'm going to append the output from a plus b to this string which is sum. I know at this point of time, it may not make sense to you about this code because you're still learning the basics of Java. Don't worry about this syntax. I'm going to teach you everything in Java in the coming sections. For now, I just want to show you the power of this plugin. So inside the add method, what we have done, we're trying to print some of the given 2 input numbers with the name A and B onto the console. Now I'll go to the subtract, and here as soon as I press enter and wait for a second, you can see it is giving me a recommendation saying that here you might be interested to display the difference of the 2 given numbers, which is A and B. So I can accept this recommendation by pressing tab, and with that the code came into my method. If I go to the multiply, and this time also I'm waiting here for a couple of seconds, and you can see it is giving me system.out.println product, and to this product it is going to append the output from the multiplication of A and B numbers. If you go to the division, and here also you can press enter and wait for a second, and you'll be able to see I'm getting the recommendation. So this is the beauty of these generative AI tools, and please leverage these tools to improve your productivity. Soon you're going to write hundreds of lines of code daily on day-to-day basis, and having these kind of tools inside your ID, definitely they are going to boost your productivity. You can also use these plugins to ask questions like explain this piece of code. For example, I can select this entire method and I can click on this ask chart, and with that it is going to explain me what is this method is doing, what logic that this method has in a plain English language. I hope you like this plugin. Please install this plugin. But I have a humble request here. Please don't try to use this plugin while you are trying to learn Java. If you try to use this plugin while you're trying to learn Java, then your learning quality may not be good. So that's why while you are trying to learn the basics of Java, you can disable this plugin. So to disable this plugin, you just have to click on this Codium at the bottom. If you can click on this, you have an option where you can completely disable Codium, or you can disable Codium for 60 minutes. So leverage these options to disable this plugin during your learning journey. Once you learn all the concepts of Java, definitely you can start using this plugin to improve your productivity. I hope you're clear and excited. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next lecture. Bye.